Writing scripts and narrative is often an integral part of creating interesting content for YouTube, although sometimes it can be an absolute chore coming up with ideas and enough content to fill your video. I'm not too shabby at writing stuff myself, well at least I don't think so, but I'm more adept at writing stuff for the office and corporate management teams. Writing stories and engaging content is not something I've done before. In a previous video I talked about creating a monologue and using stock images and video to build up the visuals around my story, and it was this video in which I used ChatGPT to give me a helping hand. I had an idea for what I wanted the video to be about. It was based on 7 different characters. I had a few characters in mind, but I was struggling to come up with some more, so I turned to trusty ChatGPT to give me some suggestions. I asked ChatGPT to write me a humorous script for a YouTube video about 7 different types of motorcycle riders. The humour should be dry and sarcastic. ChatGPT responded with an entire script with introduction, 7 characters and a conclusion. It was quite basic and would probably have only lasted 3 or 4 minutes, and I wanted this to be a longer video. I didn't like the majority of the characters it returned, but it did give me some food for thought. So I asked it to change character 1 to a character I already had in mind. It redrafted the whole script with my new character now in position 1. So now it was heading in the right direction, but it sounded very American. So I asked it to make the content more UK focused. The response was quite funny because it just sprinkled in some stereotypical English words like spiffing old chap and mentioned London a few times. I cut my losses here, and now with some inspiration I asked it to regenerate the script, but this time I gave it an explanation of each of the 7 characters I wanted, and it regenerated it using my character ideas. It did pretty well in all honesty, but one of the characters it really didn't understand or get right. Now I had the basics of the script together, I started asking it to adjust some of the characters and expand on each so it would be a longer video. After several more requests for tweaks of the characters, I had a full script of about 1800 words. The humour was pretty good and fitted with what I had in mind, but it needed some further tweaking. I had enough to go on now, so I dropped it into Word and took over from there, adding some of my own style and making it a bit more my own. Ultimately, using ChatGPT was incredibly easy and helped me find a style, as I've done several similar videos since then. However, since that first video, I've chosen not to use ChatGPT again, as I'd much prefer to write the content myself. The video did pretty well in the end, and my follow-ups have done even better. So, if you're struggling to come up with ideas or just need a bit of inspiration, then ChatGPT and AI in general could be great for getting you started. Having played around with it some more out of curiosity, I've noticed that it can get a bit repetitive and starts to sound unoriginal when comparing lots of different output. So whilst it's a great tool, I find it's better just to use it for inspiration when you're struggling. If you've got any tips for using AI in your content creation, please leave a comment below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can follow my YouTube journey. And with that said, I thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.